So let's go. So what I'd like you to do is come into Makarasana this morning, which is crocodile pose. So for that we come onto our tummy and we cross our arms, and it's our forehead that we rest down on, and our feet we turn out to the side if it's comfortable. If not, you can have the feet flat. So you rest down, distance in the feet, cross the arms, rest the forehead on the arms and turn the toes outwards. So it's the inner part of the foot that you're resting down towards the ground. This is known as crocodile pose, Makarasana in Sanskrit. So let's just rest here for a few breaths. When we rest in this pose, we're elevating the chest, and you should be able to feel that breath coming into the belly. So it's like you're pushing your belly or massaging your belly into your mat as you inhale and exhale. In here for a few breaths, just feeling present in your body. So the whole of the front of the body, just feeling that contact with your mat. I know it's another cold morning, so we will warm up and then start to hold our poses a little longer. So let's take 2 more full breaths here, inhaling through the nose, exhaling back out. And if you need that sigh out of the mouth, just let everything go. This last inhale, exhale now, all the way into the belly. And that slow, slow release back out. So from here, bring your legs together, toes flat. Bring your arms underneath your shoulders in what we call cobra or sphinx pose when we come to this version. And just take a turn or a gaze towards your right shoulder. You should feel that all the way down your back. So just gazing to that right side. And then slowly turn to the left side. So we're stretching into that neck, might be a little tight from sleep. And then come back to centre. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders to push you up and back into your child's pose. So sitting back to your heels, arms long. And then we're going to roll forward, chin to the mat, push back up, sit back to those heels. If you don't want to come all the way down, you can just come forward and back without dropping that chin down, depending how you're feeling this morning. Let's just make the movement a little quicker now. Not forgetting our long breath. Heading back to the heels, last time here, sitting back. And then come into your down dog. So start to come onto your toes, your feet, maybe the heels come down. And then we're going to bend the knees like we're dropping them down to the mat and then straighten the legs. So arms don't move, we're just bending at the knees, dropping to our mat and then straightening the legs. So let's do that again. And one more. Take that walk to the top of your mat. A little bit of distance now in the feet and fold over the legs. Hold on to your elbows. Let's just take that sway side to side. That feels good. And then let the arms feel heavy, let the head feel heavy. And we're going to slowly roll all of the way back up. Let's take the arms long once we're there. Inhale. Exhale to the heart. Let's again take that inhale. Stretching up. Exhale to the heart space. And then one more inhale. Now let's just close the eyes for a moment, coming to gratitude. So maybe there's an area in your life that you always feel critical of. It could be a job, a person, a place. And this morning I want you to send gratitude to that person, that place, that job, whatever it might be, changing your mindset. Gratitude for that person or that place. Truly, truly grateful. It's very hard to change things in our life if we constantly feel negative towards them. You can't see further along that picture. So let's feel gratitude. Blinking your eyes open at the top of your mat, bring your feet together. Let's inhale, bring the arms up, and exhale, fold down. Long spine when you're ready. Let's step back with that right foot and drop our knee here. We're going to keep our hands resting on our mat as we shift forward and back, just into that leg. Very long breath still. And then sit all the way back towards your right heel. Use your hands to support you. Just hold here, stretching down the back of that left leg. Roll it forward, frame your left foot, step it back to your plank pose, holding. Lower down to your mat, bending at your elbows. Inhale into your Bhujangasana, your cobra, and then exhale into your down dog pose. Maybe you feel better moving, maybe you feel better holding this morning. You decide. We're going to step forward with our right foot into a high lunge, bringing up our arms, bending into that front knee, holding here. We're going to frame our right foot, keep our left hand down and open with our right arm. Push back into that left heel. And then drop your right hand outside edge of that right foot and twist and open with the left arm. You can always drop to your block. Frame that right foot, step your left foot in and fold. Inhale, rise all of the way up. Exhale, heart. Inhale, let's reach up. Exhale, fold down. Long spine here. Ready to step back that left leg, dropping that knee down, hands stay to the mat, and we shift forward and back. Warming up. Getting ready to sit back towards that left heel, straightening that leg. Keep your hands down for that support. How does that right side feel this morning? Rolling the weight forward again, frame that right foot, step it back to your plank pose. Let's lower down to our mat, roll into our cobra, and exhale, down dog, pushing back, planting those hands. Take that inhale in, that sigh out. And again, take that inhale in and sigh it out. Send your gaze slightly forward as you step forward with that left foot into your high lunge. Holding here. Let's drop the hands, left hand inside edge of that left foot and open with the right. Sorry, we should have had it outside. That's my fault. Doesn't matter too much. We're going to drop the right hand down and twist to that knee, left arm up. Framing that foot, step that right foot in and fold. Inhale, let's rise all of the way up. Hands to your heart space. Inhale, let's reach it up. Exhale, fold down. Long spine here when you're ready. Stepping back with the right foot and the left foot into your plank. We're going to squeeze up the right leg and hold. You can always just stay in your plank if you need. Drop the right foot down, squeeze up the left and hold. Drop the left, roll down onto your mat, roll into your cobra and exhale, down dog. We're going to squeeze up the right leg and hold, three-legged dog. Ready to step forward, top of the mat, high lunge. Inhale, reach up. Bring your hands behind you, link your fingers, pull your shoulders back. Maybe staying just where you are, or maybe folding down towards that bent knee. Humble warrior. Release your hands, frame your right foot, step it back to your plank. Inhale, bring up the left foot and hold. Drop the left foot down, inhale, right foot rises and hold. Drop the right and lower down to your mat. Roll to your cobra and exhale, down dog. Take that inhale in, maybe that sigh out. And again, that inhale in, that release out. Squeezing up the left leg and hold. Ready to step forward, left foot, high lunge. Bend into that left knee. Pausing here. Let's squeeze our arms back, link the fingers, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, maybe exhale, fold. We can stay up if we need to. Release, frame that left foot, step it back to your plank. Drop your knees down and sit back into your child's pose. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, push back. Roll into your plank here. And then bend the knees and sit back to your heels. So it's an inhale, roll forward. It's an exhale, sit back. Really engaging the core and the legs here. So it's quite strong if you don't like it, if it feels too much. You can stay in your plank. You can come back to your down dog. We're going to do two more. Like we're springing forward as we come forward. Exhaling, bending back. Last one, holding your plank. Drop your knees, head back into that child's pose. Down dog when you're ready. Pushing back. Squeezing the right leg back and hold. Let's step forward, top of the mat, back into that high lunge. Ready to open into our warrior two. Gazing to that right hand. Let's reach with that right hand, maybe drop it to our block or our mat. Send that left arm long. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale, side angle. Drop both hands inside edge of that right foot, swing back onto the toes of your left. Maybe staying just where you are, maybe resting on your block here, maybe resting on your hands, or maybe dropping down to your elbows. You decide. Coming back up, if you went down, framing your right foot, step it back to that plank. Drop the knees, head into your child's pose. Find your long breath. Come back to your down dog, push back. And then we have that option, maybe we stay here or we roll into our plank. And then we bend and we sit back to our heels. We inhale forward. We exhale, push back. So it's an inhale, rolling forward, really feeling our body warming up here. Using our core, our arms, our legs, whole body. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Drop your knees, sit back into your child's pose. Down dog when you're ready. So from here we're going to bring up our left leg, squeeze it back. Ready to step forward, top of the mat. That last high lunge. Bringing up the arms. Opening into our warrior 2, bending into that left leg. Maybe using your block as you reach that left hand forward, drop it down to the ground or the block. Right arm long. Turning so you're opening into the whole body. And then reversing that warrior. Keep that front knee bent. Inhale, let's fold down, side angle. And exhale, reverse. One more here, side angle, long arm. And then drop both hands inside edge. Turn onto the toes of the right foot, maybe staying on your hands. Maybe dropping to your elbows. Finding your long breath. Framing that left foot, last plank, I promise. Hold that plank. Squeeze up that right leg. Drop it down. Squeeze up that left leg. Drop it down. Drop the knees, sit back into your child's pose. Find that long breath. Very slowly start to walk your hands towards your knees. And then bring your hands behind you, sit back on your hands. Maybe push into your hips, squeeze the shoulders back. Opening that front body, opening into the shoulders. And then exhale, roll back up. So staying with kneeling, I want you to grab your block and bring it onto your right side. We're going to come up onto our knees if it's comfortable. We can always be on a rolled up blanket. Block is in our right hand and our left leg is going to be long. So with that block, you might want to shift it away. We're going to drop our hand down to it and reach long with that left arm. So it might be that you take your block lower. Try not to push into that hip, try and keep those hips level. If you've got that arm long, maybe you're looking up and try and open the chest. So you're sending the chest towards the ceiling. From here, roll up, push that heel away, reach towards the toes, it doesn't matter if you're not there, and then sit back towards that heel. And send that right arm long or over towards that left leg. Now if it's uncomfortable sitting, you can always grab your block, sit on your block or rolled up towel. We're not going to be here too long, just reaching and folding. Feeling that opening down the right side and the back of that left leg. Release. Just before you come out, send your right hand behind you again. Push up and reach back. I'm just being careful because I have a candle behind me, but reach that left arm behind and long. Push into both hips. Plant the left toes down. And release. Come back to your kneeling. So let's shift that block to our left side. Come up onto the knees. Knees in line with the hips. Left hand reaches for that block. We're going to send that right leg out, foot flat down if you can, and then start to head over towards that left side. So maybe it means dropping your block and holding. Should feel that really into that right hip, all the way down the right side, and turn your gaze upwards if you can. Just sends the body in the right direction. As you come back up, we want to push the toes away, reach towards the right foot, maybe sit down towards that left heel, lower down a little more as we get that lovely deep stretch in the right side. And that left arm can be long, it can be straight up, it can be over towards the right, delving into that deep, deep stretch. If the knee doesn't like it, you can always take that left leg long. Turn the body to look up and open. And release. Well done. Let's bend that knee back in. So remove your block. We're going to come down onto our glutes. And we're going to come onto our back as well. So roll all the way down. Once you're there, just keep that bend into the knees. If you have your block handy, bring your block between your knees. Arms alongside you. Feet hip width apart. Just tuck and push your lower back into your mat a little. And then as you inhale, roll up and squeeze your block with your knees. You're really engaging the glutes, thighs, hamstrings. Keep the arms and shoulders relaxed. Using that lower body. Keep holding, keep squeezing a little more. Want to feel the inner legs working. Make sure you're not holding your breath. I'm going to stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, last squeeze for 1, and then lower slowly back down. Once there, you can remove your block. Get you to bring your right heel on your left knee and then draw your left knee in. Either wrapping your hand around that knee joint or underneath the thigh. As you inhale, just release the knee a little, and as you exhale, squeeze it closer to you. Great stretch for any tight hamstrings. Keep with that squeezing and releasing motion. And on that last squeeze in, just bring up the head as well and hold for a moment. Release your head, release your left foot back down. And let's change sides. So left heel on the right knee and draw that right knee in. Maybe squeezing it in. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your jaw. As you focus on that lower body. Every time you exhale, see if you can squeeze in a little more. And that next squeeze, bring up the head and hold. Release the head. Release both feet back down to your mat. Keeping the knees bent, let's cactus the arms away from the body, palms facing upwards. And then just drop your knees over to the right. So you're not moving the knees at all, just dropping the knees. And then maybe picking up that right foot to the outer edge of that left knee, sending it lower to the ground. Head can stay central. Stretching through the spine and into that hip joint. Release and roll back to center, feet hip width apart, as you then drop the knees to your left side. Maybe picking up that left foot to the outer edge of your right knee to deepen that stretch. Shoulders and arms stay on the ground. Maybe just closing the eyes if you haven't already. Rolling back to center and just let the body take rest in Shavasana just for a moment. Letting everything feel heavy. Letting the body be still. And as you rest in Shavasana, maybe coming back to that point of gratitude again. Sending gratitude to a situation or person maybe you find challenging, difficult. Maybe a situation that you've been sending negative energy to. Let's change that to gratitude. It's always something to be grateful for, even in the most challenging times. From here, take a squeeze in of your knees, both knees together. Squeeze them in. Giving yourself that hug. Rolling side to side. When you feel ready, just roll on to one side to slowly bring your body back up. Bringing your hands to your heart center and thanking yourself you showed up on your mat this morning. Let's bow to Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you.